Once upon a time, there was a very hard-working shoemaker who lived in a humble cottage. He spent his days cobbling shoes so he could earn enough money to feed his family. The poor shoemaker would work so hard that he would fall asleep at night at the table in his workshop. When he woke up the next day, he would realize that there was still so much work to do. One day, the shoemaker once again fell asleep before finishing his last order. But the next morning, he found a wonderful pair of finished shoes sitting on top of the table like magic. Surprised, the shoemaker told his wife what had happened. Right then, a lovely young woman came into the shop. As soon as she saw the shoes, she decided she had to have them. With the money that the young woman paid for the shoes, the shoemaker and his wife bought bread, cheese, and even a chicken. Meanwhile, the young woman took a stroll in town wearing her new shoes, and everyone saw how lovely they were. And that's how it came to be that, little by little, all the townsfolk began to stop by the shoemaker's workshop to order new elegant shoes, just like the ones the young woman had. The shoemaker had so much work to do that he had to work late and couldn't help but fall asleep again at his workbench. The next morning, he woke up to another pile of finished shoes sitting on top of the table. And these were even more beautiful. The shoemaker sold sandals, boots, heels, and with the money he earned, he bought a cow. Now they could have fresh milk every day. One night, the shoemaker and his wife decided to stay awake to figure out who was making all the shoes while they slept. When they were just about to fall asleep, the pitter-patter of little steps woke them up. There were 3 little elves carefully working. One cut the leather, the other sewed, and the last one decorated the shoes with buttons and colorful string. What pretty shoes they were making! Now that the mystery was solved, the couple decided to give the little elves a nice gift. They wanted to thank them for all their help. The following night, the shoemaker left a lovely surprise on top of the table. When the little elves found it, they were so happy. The next morning, there was a little note on top of the table. So little that the shoemaker needed a magnifying glass just to read it.
Dear Shoemaker, thank you for everything. The cake was delicious. Keep on being so honest and hardworking, and we'll always be there to help you whenever you need it. Your Elves.
So the shoemaker continued working hard while his shoes grew more and more famous throughout the land. And the three little elves kept their promise.
Eh?